Ugandans, friends and well-wishers. I'd like to speak a bit more about the coronavirus epidemic that we have. And I'm going to speak about Uganda. Unfortunately, Dictator Yoweri Museveni has used this as an excuse. One, to steal. Two, to beat up people. Three, to strengthen his dictatorial rule over the nation. And four, to subjugate and torture the opposition. When the coronavirus came, Dictator Yoweri Museveni promised that he would give the people food after declaring the lockdown. Unfortunately, this has not happened, and many people are dying of hunger rather than the virus. To compound it all, they cannot work, they are not earning any money, and their small businesses have been destroyed by the security personnel sent by Dictator Yoweri Museveni, to the extent of even destroying food stores when the government cannot feed the people. The government has borrowed a lot of money, and I'm going to speak about this on another occasion. Where has the money gone? What has been done? Where is the food? And a number of good people, a number of committed Ugandans have actually donated food. They've donated food, they've donated equipment, they've donated vehicles to the government, because the government put there as a requirement that everything donated must go through the Prime Minister's office. And many good-hearted Ugandans have actually donated. My question is, where are those items, food, clothing, motor vehicles that have been donated or have been taken by the government from the Ugandans? Let alone what he has borrowed from outside, which the taxpayer is going to pay. Where is the money? Where is the food? Well, we have seen some of the food, and on another video, I'm going to send you pictures where a sack of beans, half of it is stones, there are even nails and metal parts in the sack of beans. Now, this is criminal. This is beyond human behavior. What type of man is Yoweri Museveni to give people beans loaded with poison, with rusty nails? What kind of person can give mothers, like they've done, expired milk to give to the children? As you know, some time back, our brothers and sisters in northern Uganda received food aid, and many of them died. There was nothing done. The culprits were never brought to book. The donating organizations were never called to account. Nobody was prosecuted because the government was getting something on the side. Now, the good food that has been donated has been sold by the soldiers of Dictator Yoweri Museveni. And don't tell me that these are errant soldiers. There's no errant soldier in Uganda. Museveni has got 150% control over his security personnel. Whatever they do is sanctioned by Dictator Yoweri Museveni. So when they go and rape, he has sanctioned it. When they go and undress the women in Gulu, he has sanctioned it. As you know, in the last few days, 6 pregnant women, over 6 pregnant women in Impigi lost their babies because they could not deliver properly. They did not have medical help. And some of them had been referred to bigger hospitals, again, did not make it. I've just had information that a particular home, I'm not going to name the location because they will go and wipe them out completely. Most probably it appears these are DP strongholds. Museveni's goons, Museveni's dogs went to this house. The house was locked. The people in the home were inside the house. What did the soldiers do? They pumped tear gas into this house. In desperation, the people ran out of the house to get out and get a bit of fresh air. As soon as they got out, they were beaten to pulp because they had broken the quarantine and lockdown protocols. They were outside. This is their home. They've been chased out by tear gas and they were beaten so badly. We have the proof. We have the documentation. And in a particular forum, one of these days all this is going to come out. These are some of the criminal and inhuman activities of Yoweri Museveni. This is very sad, especially when it happens when people are sick. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot that I could speak about today. But I want all of you Ugandans to reflect. Because sometimes the Ugandans have got short memories. Is this the type of government that you want? Where are your children going to be when they've been maimed? Where are they going to be when they don't have a house? When they don't have land? When they don't have everything to eat? Reflect on that. So that we can devise means, and it is possible, to free our country, to get rid of this dictator for good, to redeem the little that is left. There's been enough suffering, there are enough cries, but now what we need is action. Ladies and gentlemen, I could go on, but time constrains me, and I'll be back with more details of gruesome actions by the goons sent by Dictator Yoweri Museveni to terrorize the population, especially at this particular time when they are down. This is a sign of cowardice of the utmost degree and should be condemned in the loudest possible voice. For God and my country.